Hey guys, it's Monica from Yellow Brick DIY, and today we are unboxing these adorable little mini house kits. I'm going to show you what comes in your kit, how to assemble it, and how to interchange out these shapes that you have for every season and holiday. So this is a kit, and we're going to open it up. This is exactly how it comes to you. Put this down. So some of this is assembled for you. So when you open up your kit, just take this little piece out and kind of put that to the side, and just be careful with that because it's already glued together and it's already inserted in your stand. So that made life a little easier for you guys. Also, you have a paintbrush, and this is wood glue. It's labeled glue because it is in a little lip gloss container. And then you have all of your paint colors and bigger black and white because you'll use a little bit more of those colors. In this bag, you have all of the holidays and shape inserts, and then you'll have 12 squares, blank squares like this. And then lastly, you have the house, which is 3 pieces. The actual house, this little frame that goes around that window, and then this little extra piece for the roof, okay? So that is what comes in your kit, and that's how you get it. So to get it to look like this, I'm gonna plop this out real quick. You're gonna paint this whole kit with the paintbrush. So make sure before you get started, you have a cup of water and a couple paper towels. And you can just dip it into the water, clean it off, and reuse it over and over again. These pieces are really small, so a little paint goes a long way. A tip for you guys is to paint everything white first. That's why I give you a bunch of white. If you paint everything white first and make sure that it's completely dry, you'll only need 1 coat of any color. And it also makes colors more vibrant, like the yellow really pops and the orange pops. If you don't paint it white first, they can be a little dull, or you'll need a ton of coats on it. So start with white and then paint over top of it. Also, if you paint it white first and it's completely dry, you can go in with any kind of marker or paint pen. If you don't want to paint them, you can color them in or use a paint pen and add some detail to it. So that's a preference thing. However you choose to do that is up to you. So you'll paint all of your inserts. You'll paint these squares. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You'll just paint it whatever color scheme you want. And you'll take your glue, add a very little bit to the shape, and you'll just glue it right onto each square. And you'll do this until they look like this. Now the birthday one, we just drew circles with a paint pen onto the back, and we decorated the cake. We added some little detail to the Christmas tree. I think we added a face to the pumpkin, so he's more for Halloween. Same with the apple. Just colored the red and blue and the star in with markers because we painted that all white first. So you can get creative, you can keep it really simple, and you can just do like this example, just blue and gray. Don't be afraid to mix colors, you know. The rules are, you know, if you mix yellow and red, you'll get an orange. Red and blue make purple. You could also mix some of the black and white together to make a gray. There's a lot of possibilities there if you'd like to make your own colors. So that takes care of all the inserts. So let's talk about the house. So in my example, I painted the house white and I kept it white. Obviously you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want, but regardless of what color you choose, you'll see that it's scored for you, these little lines. So if you get a little heavy-handed and paint gets into those lines, you can just take something sharp, like a thumbtack. If they have a thumbtack sitting here now, I can't find it. You can take a thumbtack, a toothpick, something that just has a sharper edge, and take it in the line and just kind of scrape that paint out. 1 or 2 swipes over that line will get any paint out as long as it's still wet, and then it cleans it up and you'll never know that the paint got in there. And if the kids paint over the lines, obviously it's not the end of the world, but if you want it to look clean and you want those lines to show, just take something and scrape in there as soon as it happens so that you can get that right out. So you'll paint this one solid color. You'll paint the roof and the little square, and then you'll glue that on. You'll glue the roof here and the square here. And then you'll attach that to this. So you don't have to worry about painting right here. You'll never see that because your house is going to go right over top of this. You're gonna glue this together. And what that creates is this little pocket. And that's how all of your shapes swap in and out really, really easily. So you can paint this color, whatever you'd like. I painted mine white so it matched. It doesn't show. Technically you don't have to paint it, but if you want it to look uniform, you can. And then your base, same deal. Paint that any color you want. I just went with black on mine. So you can just take the paintbrush and go around. Like I said, don't worry about getting paint on this. If you get paint on that part, it won't matter. So go ahead and paint that first, and then you will just take your house, put a little bit of glue here around the back, or you could even just put it just here along this ledge, and you'll line that up like this, and voila, your house will be built. So once you've done all of that, your house is gonna look like this. You'll take your inserts and you'll just drop them in back here, and that's how they go in, and then just kind of slide them out in the front. Super, super easy. I hope you guys have a great time painting these. If anyone has any questions, feel free to message me. Thank you so much for your orders, and I hope you're all enjoying your summer. Bye.